All right, in this video, we're going to go over this warm-up sheet, KR-4021. We're going to be adding fractions and mixed numbers. So how do we add fractions? Well, what we need to do is we need to make sure we have a common denominator. So 6 and 8 over here, they are not the same. We need that to be the same. So to find the common denominator, let's find the LCM. Or we can call it LCD, least common denominator. What goes into both 6 and 8? Well, 2 goes into both of them, and 2 times 4 equals 8, and 2 times 3 equals 6. So you can say 2 divided by 8 is 4, 2 divided by 6 is 3. Can anything go into 4 and 3? No, so we draw a giant L right there, and we multiply those three numbers. 2 times 4 times 3. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 times 3 is 24. So our common denominator is going to be 24. So I'm going to rewrite this fraction. It's going to be something over 24 and plus something else over 24. So we ask ourselves, 8 times what equals 24? And we can actually look at this right here to give us a clue. It's either going to be 8 times 4 or 8 times 3. Let's see, 8, 16, 24. It looks like 8 times 3. So I multiply this by 3, and which means I have to multiply this by 3 as well. So 5 times 3 is 15, which means if I multiply 6 by 4, 6, 12, 18, 24, that's right, I get 24, which means I multiply the top by 4 as well. 4 times 4 is 16. Now I have a common denominator, and I could add those two fractions. 15 plus 16 is 31. And denominator stays the same. But no, we are not done yet because that is an improper fraction. You gotta divide 31 divided by 24. So I'm going to do some side work over here. So 31 divided by 24. 31 divided by 24. Okay, 24 goes into 31 once. And then 24 times 1 is 24. Oh, looks like I gotta borrow. 11 minus 4, that equals 6, 7. And that 2 minus 2, that's 0. So I have 7 left over. So what I do is I put that 7 over 24. So that is going to be my answer right there. So when I convert this into a mixed number, it equals 1 and 7 over 24. Now, some of you are thinking, you know what, I didn't have to do the division. I could have just said 24 goes in once, and then I just subtract 24 minus 31. Yeah, that would have worked also. Let's go ahead and go do number 2. Find a common denominator, 4 and 3. Well, let's find the LCD or LCM, 4 and 3. Well, only 1 goes in, so you end up with 1, 4, and 3. And if you multiply those 3, you end up with 1 times 4 times 3, which equals 12. So rewrite those fractions. Something over 12 plus something over 12. 4 times what equals 12? Well, 4 times 3. And 3 times what equals 12? Well, let's do this first. 3 times 3 is 9. All right. Now 3 times what equals 12? Well, 3 times 4, which means I multiply the top by 4 as well. So 2 times 4 is 8. So 9 plus 8 equals, that's not 18, it's 17 over 12. And I'm just going to do this in my head. 12 goes into 17 once, and I have 5 left over. So my answer should be 1 and 5 over 12. There you go. Let's look at number 3. 1 and 1/2 plus 7 over 7. Ooh, this one's kind of nice. 7 over 7, you can just rewrite it as 1. So I'm going to rewrite this whole thing. 1.5 plus 1. 1.5 plus 1 is just, well, if I'm adding a mixed number, I like to stack them on top of each other. 1.5, 1 plus 1 is 2. That's 2.5. That is our answer. And finally, mixed number. Again, I like to stack them on top of each other, so I'm going to write them on the side. 2 and 5/6 plus 4 and 7/12. Oh no, I can't add them because I'm going to add from right to left. I can't add them because they don't have a common denominator. Oh no. So what is the least common denominator, least common multiple? It is 12. So just multiply this by 2 to get 12, which means I have to multiply the top by 2 as well. All right, so that's going to be 12 on bottom, and 5 times 2 is 10. So now I'm adding 10 over 12 plus 7 over 12. 10 plus 7 is 17 over 12, and I have 2 and 4, and that equals 6. So 6 and 17/12, but this is improper, so I got to turn that to a mixed number. So that turns into 6 and what? And what? Well, 12 goes into 17 one time, and then you have 5 left over. 5 over 12. So this is not your answer, 6 plus 1 and 5/12. It would be, you add the 6 and the 1, which makes it 7 and 5/12. And that is your answer for that last one. There you go. All done. Hooray.